Welcome to Peshawar.
Stay tuned for trains, Buddhas, the Khyber Gate, Mahabat Mosque, and the flavours of the bazaar.
Welcome to the legendary frontier city of Peshawar.
Peshawar is the capital of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, formerly known as the Northwest Frontier Province. The historic Silk Roads passed through here, creating a trading centre that remains the lifeblood of Peshawar to this day. This is a Pashtun city, the same ethnic group as Afghanistan, which lies just over the mountains to the west. The Pashtun have a reputation for being fierce in battle, but also proud of their hospitality to visitors, as I soon discovered in the bazaar.
I'm buying some Pakistani lemon tea, which is the only tea here that's actually from the country. Everything else is from as far away as Brazil and Vietnam. Dried fried onions.
Yeah, dry fried onions. This is tomatoes, this is chilies, and this is all from Pakistan. Green chili, the red chili, the there's zabardast there.
Not spicy.
No, it's spicy, very tasty.
So now we're going for tea in the spice shop. Probably spicy tea. Oh, fragrant lemon tea. Peshawar is famous for the hospitality of the Pashtun people, and I'm witnessing it here in every single stall in the market. Free tastings of everything, free samples, offers for green tea. It's wonderful. It's hard to imagine a city that's less like Britain, and yet of course the British were here. And right in the centre of the city is the Cunningham Clock Tower, built in 1900 to commemorate Queen Victoria. Now, Pakistan lost really badly to India yesterday in the one-day internationals, so maybe they should come and look at these guys.
Deep in the old city, in the Jeweller's Bazaar, you'll find the white marble architecture of the Mahabat Khan Mosque. It was completed in 1670 during the Mughal period and named after the Mughal governor of the time.
This is the biggest, oldest mosque of the Peshawar, and the meaning in the Mahabat, one Mahabat says love. This it means not that time of the Mahabat. This is called Mahabat, means the wisdom and respected man.
It's particularly famous for its frescoes, and most of those on the upper parts of the wall and the ceiling are unrestored. For centuries, Peshawar was an important trading post on the route between Central Asia and India. And of course, all those traders needed somewhere to stay for the night. And this was one of the original caravanserai. And within the caravanserai, you'll find Tayyab's shop. It's a treasure trove. Passed through 3 generations, no less. You must visit.
Before 9/11, here were a lot of big handicraft shops at Peshawar, carpet shops, handicraft shops. But now it's closed because of the less tourism, and then the most of the shops shifted to different places. Before 9/11, here were a lot of tourists coming, a lot of groups came and buy handicraft from Afghanistan, from Pakistan, from Iran, those carpets and things. But now, unfortunately, less tourists, so most of the shops are closed. This is only one old shop left in this place.
Lapis lazuli from Afghanistan. Unfortunately, I think this green jade will exceed my weight allowance at the airport.
There has been a concerted effort to restore some of the old city's mansions, and one such haveli is open to visitors. Dating to around 1900, it was the home of a famous Uzbek merchant, who once met both Pakistan's founding father Jinnah and Queen Elizabeth II. 3 generations of the family still live in the house, whilst other areas are now used for cultural events. In the late 19th century, the British East India Company took control of the city, which actually came as a relief as they removed the Sikhs under whom the local population had been violently oppressed. As well as the Cunningham Clock Tower in the old city, the British laid out a new town of wide avenues and parks known as the Cantonment. This was the home of the British garrison, and its 14 square kilometres now house the Pakistani military. Access to most of the cantonment is heavily restricted. In recent years, Peshawar has fallen victim to attacks by the Pakistani Taliban and other extremist groups, although the security situation is currently much improved.
At the western periphery of the city, you'll find the Khyber Gate. This marks the beginning of the Khyber Pass up to the Afghanistan border. Now that's the end of the road for me though, because beyond this gate are the tribal areas. To go any further, we need a special permit and we'd need an armed guard. The laws beyond there are very different. Now, on the way back to Peshawar, we're going to drive past one of the most chaotic places in the whole of Pakistan, the so-called Smugglers Market. If you want to buy an AK-47, then this is the place.
The Smugglers Bazaar is officially known as the Khyber Market. The end nearest the Kaiba Gate is where you'll find the gun sellers and the drug dealers, but it is strictly off limits to foreigners. The rest of the market is given over to more conventional household goods. Just don't ask where any of them came from. The market's heyday was during the long Afghan War. Let's just say that not all the American goods unloaded at Karachi port made it all the way to the US military in Afghanistan. Dubbed the City of the Flowers, there's little evidence of this to the visitor, except perhaps in the grounds of the museum. Housed in a colonial building once known as Victoria Hall, the museum's fame derives from its vast collection of Buddhist artefacts from the Gandhara region, which predated the Islamic conquest of the Peshawar Valley. It is in fact one of the largest collections of Buddhist art in the world, which comes as quite a surprise in such a conservative Muslim city.
Now, with the express permission of the station superintendent, I'm here at Peshawar Cantonment Station. Now, the buildings and the railway services here have changed little since British colonial times, but that may all be about to change, because the governments of Pakistan, Uzbekistan and Afghanistan are in very serious negotiations to build a train line that will link Central Asia all the way through to the ports of Pakistan. It's a real infrastructure game changer for the area, and if completed would once again give Peshawar a strategic location on a global trade route. Work has apparently started, but will it ever be completed? This is, after all, one of the most volatile regions in the world. Watch this space.